Hello Aquarians, welcome to your horoscope for January 2023. So on the 4th, we've got 4th of January, Venus goes into your first house. So this is good for your health. It could be good you as an individual as well, because the first house is you and your body. Could bring money, could bring relationships, could be good for many things. And then on the 13th, Mars is going to go direct in your first house. This can be good when Mars going for strength and going direct. It can be good for, it can be a strength, so it can be good for relationships, but it also can be frustrations. Mars is a double-edged sword, but it's good that it's finally moving forward. And then we've got 19th, Mercury, so my birthday, Mercury moving direct. No, that's not my birthday. Sorry, birthday's 19th February. 19th of January, Mercury going direct in your 12th house, which is good for, like, it can be communication, it can be to do with secrets, it can be to do with hospitals, institutions. And then on the 28th, Venus goes into your second house, which is good for earnings with money too. And what else we've got going on this year, Aquarians? Well, we've got a big year for you. It's a very big year for Aquarians. We've got Pluto, which is going to go from your 12th into your first house, which is going to happen in March. And then we've also got March, Saturn going from your first into your second house, which I'm very happy about. I'm an Aquarian as well. So I think we can all thank goodness that Saturn's going to be out of our sign. Going into, so in your second house will be about problems with earnings. Pluto going into the first year, we're going to go through a big transformation. It'll go back later in the year, but 24 will be permanently in Aquarius for a very long time. You've got Neptune in the second. This can create dissolve or sort of psychic work. It can be being of service too. You've got Jupiter, which has been which is in the third, which is going to be going into the fourth by May. So in the fourth, it'll be better for home and family. In the third, it's the siblings. You've got Chiron in the third, so that can bring about issues with relationship with your siblings. And then we've got Uranus in the fourth, which can be unexpected, unusual things happening with the home and family. And that's staying in that house all year. So some different things coming up there, Aquarius. Okay, so when we look at the cards, Aquarians, it's could be like a good month for you, looking like it's like you're sort of ready to finish the finish line, like there's challenges that you've been going through and you're like be jumping hurdles, and this month you're finally going to be like racing through and finding it a bit more easier, I feel, because we're coming up to the end of that finish line with Saturn coming out of that sign and going into Pisces. There could be an aspect of having to be more creative as well. This could be to do with like your work, and they also could be good for relationships. Look at work first. Let's have a look here. Okay, Capricorns. Could be creative, because you might feel like with your work that everything's tipped upside down, where everything may be a bit chaotic. There could be a thing of having to listen to your own advice or using your own intuition. Everything's sort of chaotic around you at work. And it is time to just settle and breathe, but you are going to do it. So whatever is there, whatever situation is going on there, you will be able to get through it and you'll make it to the end. And I feel like you will be rewarded. So there will be some sort of reward for you moving forward with that. With relationships, you might find that you've got your one or your partner. There could be baby news coming up for you on the way. It could even be this year. And when we go to relationships, quite good. So yeah, it could be a really good month for relationship. We'll say 3 is a crowd, but I do feel like also with children, you're going to be quite the nurturer this month, but it's going to be good for relationships. Sometimes there seems like there's a distance between you and your partner, but this month you're coming together. For those who are single, I feel like it's a good month to go and meet new people, to go and be very social. I do feel like this is going to be quite a social month for you Aquarians. Interesting month ahead. There could be a little bit of anxiety or nervousness around sort of friends or friendships around you coming up. But I feel like there could be some sort of baby news or something about babies coming up around you this month too, even to maybe friends. And then there is also travel plans, or there's some sort of celebration around traveling, or there could be you're planning on traveling to see where you're going to go on holiday for next year, or studying. But also I feel like this also could be about, this card here, spirituality. So really reaching like a higher level, like upgrading sort of if you're a light worker. Could also be having more contact with your guides or loved ones, with spirit. It's like seeking advice, but also could develop more of a channel too coming up through you, with having that there. With money. Okay, there could be a new job coming in for you in January. There could be like a new job potentially, and that's why everything's where you're going could be chaotic. But I feel like money is going to be a lot better for you next month to save up to buy a new car. Like you're using your money to purchase something big next month is what I feel like, Aquarians. There's also an aspect of having to try and be a little bit patient too, and I feel like you're having to be patient with yourself, Aquarians. So family, there's a bit of worry or tension here with siblings coming up, and with family looking a bit lost for wear. So there could be stressful, or like you're running out of time trying to get things done, people really needing your attention. But I feel like other parts of your life here are really opening up and really starting to take shape. And I feel like this year we're moving ahead. It is, you are going to feel like you are moving forward finally, where you feel like you've been held back for a few years, which I feel like is that Saturn. So you're going through a whole, even like a spiritual change or overhaul, Aquarians, is what I feel. And it's like, it's not without any challenges with life. And when it comes to your health, I feel like it's seen by your eyes. You need to get your eyes tested if you've got any issues there. I also think about blood pressure too, I feel like, with you guys. But I feel like that you are evolving and you are trying to get more healthy, and you are doing a lot more walking, a lot more exercising too, Aquarians. Let me just see what else I can get for you. Okay. Aquarians, time is up. Change is about to happen. It is now coming upon you, where you're evolving and change. Change is inevitable for your sign. You're all going to go through a rapid change this year and upgrade for what spiritual lessons are going to come up ahead for you, Aquarians. Everyone's going to be looking at you. You are the helpers. You are going to be the one who's going to fix the problems in society and in the world. For we all need Aquarians to come up now and step up, for now it is your time. We're coming into the age of Aquarians, and now it is drawing near. You're going to find a spiritual awakening for some of you, where you're going to be able to talk and listen to spirit a lot more. For some of you, this will be your year to blossom and your year to fly. For others, you will think you'll fall, but really you are flying just the same, and it is going to be in a different way. All creatures, great and small, are going to look for you for advice and for humanity to move forward. You guys will have the key, and you guys will be the ones that will fix it. For the world's troubles have just begun, and you are all here for this time for a purpose, and your purpose is now, Aquarians. Okay. So, Happy New Year, and thank you for your likes, shares, and your comments, and I will see you for my next video. So, bye for now.